And welcome to Batman Radio, folks, the greatest radio show of all time. You're tuned in with your host, the one and only Tyree Sneed, the infamous, the notorious, the biggest deal on the internet. Tyree Sneed, that's right. First of all, first fact I want to get established. See me how I'm totally unfazed right now? This is proof and evidence that you people have no effect on me. That's number one. Number two, try harder, right? Number three, I will always be unfazed because I'm Batman and I've trained myself to completely control my emotions. I already proved all this. You're not talking about nothing. I don't communicate online or in chat rooms because people, when they speak and they type, they don't make any coherent sense. You stated nothing. You again wasted your time. I have all that documented the entire chat. Okay. Now, Groovy Jimmy and everybody who goes to that show and attended at that time at least is literally they've committed a crime and they're looking at a federal indictment. You're looking at federal charges. Okay. Again, it's not necessary. There's no need for these antics. I'm going to continue to hold people accountable for what you do. Okay. Like I said, that one account, the whatever, I'm not even going to say names, that one account that came back like four times, I literally have the documentation of that. Anything of which you do from this point moving forward will be documented. I don't care if it's online, off, anything. We're paying attention to everything. Every channel is being monitored. Again, this is an extremely serious concept and serious situation. When you have folks that think that it's okay to do gang stalking on the internet, it's not. So again, over here, I'm a grown man, right? And I make sense when I speak. Okay. To the other individual over there, you were talking about something about the that my check amount is over 170. You tried to say something that doesn't exist. 170 is more money than you'll ever make. $170 is extremely good. That's a lot of money, especially when we're in the Great Depression and all of you have no money. And you prove that every day because you can't donate and do your job because you're nothing more than a fan, right? So know your place, stay in your place, right? And I'm gonna tell you something else. $170 is amazing, period, in the world. It's amazing for any job, and it's also doubly amazing on here. So what are you talking about? Bro, I max out every time I get on here. I make the most money on this entire network. I make more money than PewDiePie. PewDiePie don't get paid a dime. Freemason doesn't own anything, doesn't make one red cent. Same with Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all of them are broke. I own more wealth than any celebrity in the world. I'm the richest man in the world right now, wealth wise. Equity. Equity is all that matters. Big boys play with equity. You don't have power over my mind or you don't control me and you have no way of making me upset or any of that. I don't get upset. I've already explained everything to you. You want to have repeat conversations. Y'all want to have a sensitivity contest. You want to continue to repeat patterns. You waited for me at that show, right? So that was a setup. And now every time that you're doing that, these fake setup energies, right? And you brought these weird individuals on a panel to talk nonsense that doesn't exist. I literally sat here the entire time, completely unaffected, completely unfazed. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to have a lot of lawsuits to file. And as you can see, this is what makes narcissists really mad. And it's going to get them all super aggravated. I have no reaction. So, all the people over there, you basically, when you go over there now to that Groovy Jimmy show, you're vouching for all that. And he was timing me out in the chat or had somebody timing me out. So, he was a complete part of that. So, like I said, you can say what you want, but that's all federal charges. You cannot do that, especially at this time right now when there's a federal lawsuit that's being built and I've already provided sufficient evidence for everything. So again, we have to make sense. People need to be more responsible on the internet. When people, show that they don't care, that's on them. Other than that, all I'm going to say is, the Mookie guy, I knew he was a troll. He's frail as hell. And like I said, nobody pays attention to y'all. You get no views. You have no web presence. So why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? You know what I mean? I'm the one who can create opportunity, man. That's why all of you should have been paying me and should have been giving me money and should have been donating, right? Again, I'm a grown man. I have not done anything that you're talking about. I never asked nobody for nothing like that. That's not what happened, bro. So again, you don't talk about my business unless you're going to get your facts straight, and you don't have a right to speak on me, period. Nobody, because I didn't give you permission to do that. So again, I'm a grown man. I don't care how y'all want to pretend you do things online. Now I make the rules on here, and you're going to do things the way I tell you to do it. See, capiche? No, see, I'm a boss and I run the whole internet. What you just did for me is gave me a compliment. One person can talk at a time. What's the rush, bro? See, they trying to overwhelm gangsters, right? That's corny, bro. Mad corny, bro. Yeah. All you doing is telling me that all y'all is my fans. See, I don't get on here and talk different. I don't talk crazy. Okay. I'm gonna say this again. There you went again. There you go with your nonsense trying to pretend like what I'm saying and what I'm doing on my show has anything to do with any of you. Has nothing to do with none of that. See, these people ain't making no sense, bro. They try to take credit for things I'm saying and doing. I don't feel any way because of anything on the internet. That's not what this is. What I'm doing is called standing on business and being a man. Those are two totally separate issues. The way that I am in reality never changes. I'm going to stay standing on business. So again, no, I use all that as incentive. You understand? Like what? So no, it was not a response to anything or anything anyone said online or any of their weird habits or anything they do. Right? So like I said, at the end of the day, it's very simple, very easy arithmetic. Like I said, I'm the Batman. I have a job to do. I have a whole bunch of stuff to focus on. I'm busy working. I work 24 hours a day. I'm Batman. So I don't know why people would think that that makes sense to keep doing something that, like I said, they know is illegal. But I'm going to document every bit of it now. And I'm going to talk about it publicly too. You understand? So I'm not going to waste my time talking about it. We're going to continue to move forward. You understand? Because again, it's just sad. I mean, it's sad at this point. I mean, they literally brought dudes on their panel, bro, and I'm a grown man, and they try to talk some way and say all of reality isn't reality. We've been down that road already, brother. I already proved that the people who said stuff like that were wrong. So see, you have to be fair when you talk. You can't just try to talk over me. That's literally illegal, right? You can't get 18 accounts, right, to start talking towards me, right, and not saying things that are positive. It doesn't work that way. So right there, like I said, all of them folks now are looking at a federal indictment. They're looking at prison time because of their actions on the internet and on YouTube. That's 100% what it is. What do you mean? Yeah, these people want to act like they don't get it, but they do. And they're pretending because when this federal lawsuit is actually filed, and they're held accountable, and actually charged with their crimes, they're not going to be laughing. You understand? They're not laughing right now. See, that's the thing. I'm sitting there just minding my business, and I'm living my life just like I'm in a chat room trying to enjoy myself. And look at what they do, folks. Look at that. That's not cool, bro. And that doesn't make me feel anyway. I'm not in high school, bro. I'm a grown man, bro. This ain't even college, and people don't even act like that in high school and colleges. Yeah, I'm not trying to fit in with y'all. What are you talking about? See, you could have just said one thing one time and that's it. It takes everyone, right, to try to go against me. And can't none of them do nothing with me. They can't hold a candle to me. Yeah, I'm proud of every word I said today. You know what Christina told me afterwards? She said, I'm super proud of you for standing on business. Let me go read it real quick and I'll repeat it back. Hold up. So yeah, Christina told me, she said, I want you to know that I feel pride in you and I'm proud to be your girlfriend and future wife. So, like I said, these people, they're jealous of my life. That's what all this is about. And like I said, they want to use these tactics that we know what they are and what kind of, attitude and treatment that is. And we just don't tolerate that over here. Like I said, we're respectful human beings. We respect everyone. We come with nothing but love and positivity. We're loving people. And we just, we talk to positive people who got love in their hearts and are about, actually producing something and having a conducive environment that is going to help people. So again, no, I'm going to continue to be the role model that I am. I'm going to continue to be very careful in what I say and be very smart. I'm going to continue to make every right move. And they just proved my position 100% correct. Everything I said today stands. All you do is prove me right, partner. Right. That's what I said. They're all jealous. I told you, yeah, they all can donate because they have their little bit of money, or they can throw in a pot together and get a little bit of money. They don't donate because they're all jealous of me. Okay, that's a badge of honor. See, the internet and what the things that you say, they're delusion. They don't exist. I don't care about that. I don't need to respond. $170 is the most money ever made on this network. That's an actual fact. This network pays a hundredth of a cent. Let's get real with ourselves, brother. $170 is more money than any of you have right now who are typing. I can guarantee that. Hmm. So what do you mean? I don't get what you're saying. Like in court, like I said, I mean they're probably going to investigate everything, so they'll probably look at any financial records and all that. And I'm telling you, the truth will come out very clearly, very plain and simple. Not that it matters; it's irrelevant to the facts or the case at hand. But the truth will come out that 170 bucks is a whole lot of money, and none of you have that. So what do you mean? Y'all was saying the same thing about a Porsche that costs 25 grand. Who said that I asked you for your opinion? I don't come to you for validation. What do you mean? So you're upset because I make the most money on this network? None of you make 170 bucks on here. And again, that's not what I made. My check is still accruing. So you're not making sense. So you think making 170 plus to 200 bucks, right, in a month, you think that's not good, but none of you work? You live off a government check. Get real with yourself. That's not you making money. That's you being dependent on the system. See, you got to be fair when you talk. If you're going to say things, just make sure that it makes sense, because I'm going to address everybody and I'm going to address you directly about whatever you said. So, like I said, forget Groovy Jimmy. I'm not doing nothing for him. I ain't doing nothing for none of them. Like I said, the other dude whacked too, because like I said, he had an opportunity to donate and show some support. He don't want to. Every time somebody's exercising, I noticed 2 times I caught him in the act of saying he want to make someone whatever, which you know what I'm saying. Like, he wants to see somebody overly exert themselves through exercise. What kind of narcissistic stuff is that? I sit here trying to be cool with you and nice to you, and be respectful and give you respect that you don't even deserve. I could have just said the truth. See what I'm saying? Now I feel like Gilly the Kid. I could have just said the truth and said, yeah, he was never a real boxer. He's a poser. That's what I could have said. You notice how they don't help, they want to only help certain specific individuals, but these individuals are failures. See what I'm talking about? You see what an unfair world this is? That Jimmy dude's sitting there doing all sorts of weird activities, smoking and drinking, but they willing to give him money, right? That other dude's willing to do everything for him, right? So that he can have a fake boxing match and try to come up and make a grand. But when it come to me saying, asking, yo, can you donate and show some support? Y'all all watching my content. Oh, they got nothing for me. No, what you said is a bold-faced lie. I never even asked none of y'all for nothing. What are you talking about? I told my fans that they need to do their job and donate, just like I'm telling you. What do you mean? I didn't ask nothing. That cat just freaked me out. Is it a cat? Yeah. Meow, meow. Huh. It just came by my leg, and I freaked out for a minute. But notice how I don't get scared of nothing? I just felt something on my leg. I'm like, what the hell? Let me say hi to the cat. He's just saying hi. He's a good tabby. Meow. Yeah, I didn't even see him. So it freaked me out because I just felt something on my leg. Okay, come here. Hey, Nancy. So yeah, that cat really, really, like, really loves me, because it'll just come up and it'll start doing that, and then it just kind of lays down and looks at me. But well, that's cool. I'm glad it's coming over all the time. I just can't tell, like, is he just out here like this? I don't know. I mean, it'll be fine. This is a good place for it to be, it'll be good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a great area for like outdoor cats, but I hope it comes over here more. I like the cat. It's cool. Um, but yeah, like I said, I mean, these people, you just got to understand, man. I don't do chat room stuff. I don't do none of that. Like I said, I'm trying to have fun. If you all let people talk to you some way and treat you like that, that's on you. But I'm not going to. Feel me? So that's why, like I said, nah, just step out of the chat. You got these people. I mean, they're jumping out the box, bro. They having a whole Joker circus over there, trying to have an effect and see. It's very clear who's sending you to do this stuff, and I already know their legal names. So like everything, that's guaranteed prison time. And then trying to act like you're like there's something funny about that. I mean, that just adds to your time. See, now that's a very serious thing, man, when you're in a chat room and you got to come back 4 times and because I'm blocking you and you came prepared, right? To keep on doing your illegal behavior, that's a felony each time. Do you understand that? That's a very serious crime. So see, there's nothing funny about that. See, y'all got to get a grip. There's nothing funny about you committing crimes online because you're pressed and triggered at my success. See, there's no conversation that's going on here with any of you. You're just delusional all by yourself. See, this is what they don't understand. I'm in full control. I'm in full control of you. I'm in full control of your mind. I literally own you. This is what you're upset at. I'm not saying these things because, oh, I'm part of something. I'm not part of anything with y'all. Y'all do that on your own. See my point? No. What I had to say today applies to the whole world. It had nothing to do with nobody online. See, I'm talking, and that's the game I don't play when people, they're clearly delusional and out their mind. They want to act like it has like every action I do has something to do with them. I don't even know you folks. I've never even spoken to you ever. All those people right now in the chat, those fake accounts, those are the same people, and they've got fake accounts for every show and channel. And like I said, they're stationing themselves around the internet, and they think that we can't see what they're doing. It's not that difficult to see. Okay, it really ain't. It ain't that difficult to figure out. Who's a good kitty? Mm, yeah. Well, she's all grown up. Whoever this cat is, like, so that's good. I don't know. I don't got to go in on here about it, but I think I know like what's going on with this. That's crazy, huh? But yeah, like I said, I mean, more power to them. I mean, if like I said, if they're gonna keep stacking up the documented evidence against them, that's all the red triangles. So, like I said, Jimmy is a part of the red triangles because you completely enabled that behavior, and then you were timing me out in the chat, like what, or allowing them to, like, come on, bro. He was in on it since day one. He's scared of me, Jimmy, right? He was scared to come out here and do the training. That's reality, right? Y'all be telling on yourselves, man. So now the question is, was the other dude acting the whole time? Because I could tell he's a complete narcissist, right? Was he acting the whole time? And was this all an arranged plan and setup towards me? Which I think it was. You see what I'm saying? And the dude was never a boxer. I mean, no, I tried to give you credit and be nice because I'm trying to be respectful to all you little homies. But I mean, we really get real. You don't have any boxing career and you don't have any real boxing knowledge. And Jimmy's gonna lose if he actually does that match. It's pretty clear because he doesn't take it seriously, like you said. And the other guy is training and moving. He's not nobody. He's weak as hell and frail, but he can actually move. And Jimmy can't really move. Jimmy's just kind of sitting there. So, I mean, it's just the truth. If they have it, yeah, Jimmy's going to lose. I'm predicting it right now. You understand? Because he doesn't have the agility. He's not moving. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's my point. I mean, what did I try to do? I tried to help him, right? We do nothing but be nice and help people. So, see, the way that you act, that's a reflection on you. You understand? When the same people keep sending y'all and all these fake accounts and this and that, and they were talking about something about the same things and this immaturity. I'm okay, brother. Y'all keep saying things that don't make sense. You're saying somebody's crying, whatever. I'm not concerned. I don't care if it was towards me or not, but I know I'm not, because I'm literally trying to speak and I'm telling you, yeah, I don't have a reaction. It's what I said out the gate. And then the same one they bring on the panel, he just gets quiet and doesn't say anything. Like I said, it's all totally unnecessary behavior. It's not going to get you anywhere. You understand? The only thing that this behavior is creating is the fact that it's guaranteed prison time. How is that not a serious concept? So like I said, these people, they want to get online and pretend, right? It's all pretending. They want to pretend that they don't understand how reality works, how the law works, that they're not above the law. They want to pretend that they're crazier than they are. Like, that's fine. I mean, you've literally pretended your way into a federal indictment and federal prison time. So enjoy, have fun with that. Because me, see, I'm out here happy and free. I'm out here living my best life. Actually, you don't know what I do. You don't know what I eat. You don't know anything about me. See, you're paying too much attention. How do you know I'm not using that against you? How do you know I'm not manipulating you? See, this is the point. These people are funny. See what I'm saying? All my statements stand. It is what it is. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to get to the bread. I'm going to get my money. You understand? Everything I'm saying is a fact. I don't have to lie and play games like y'all. I could say the truth and I'm going to still succeed, because that's what the truth does for you. It allows you to be successful. See, the truth is a beautiful thing. It's too bad you folks don't embrace it. Oh, yeah, what do you mean 170 this and that? You don't make 170 on YouTube. Y'all aren't even monetized. And I told you that he was lying. Jimmy's not monetized. Told you. And what else? It just goes to show, like I said, no, it was a whole operation out the gate. Just like I caught them talking about me behind my back the first time, and then they all keep talking about me. Right? It was all a setup. Everything was designed towards me because I'm successful and they're not. Hold on. So the way I see it, the way I figure it, right? Let them do what they do, man. Let them be jelly, right? Need some peanut butter for your jelly. Let them do what they do. Like I said, I'm proud of everything I've said, every stance I've made, standing on business. And like I said, my girlfriend and future wife told me she's proud as hell of me. So I'm doing everything right, and you folks are doing everything wrong. Yeah. So this cat, obviously knows what's up now, like how to move around and wants to be around me. So that's cool. That's a good thing. I think cats are cool, man. Like you can just tell it has like no fear of being out here. Like it seems like it's actually pretty at home and chill. So that's good. As long as it's okay, that's all I care about. But trying to see what the hell. Why is it like at a distance? I don't get it. Hold on. Huh. I think he wants to play kind of. It's rolling around and stuff. But yeah. So like I said, these people, like I said, what they're doing is they're trying to, build an online internet army of trolls so that they can try to get a response and a reaction because they know they don't have leverage for court and they can't get it. And they're trying to project because they just want me to feel how they feel. And it doesn't do that for me. It honestly doesn't do anything for me at this point because, again, I'm Batman. But like I said, I'm not here to go through that or endure anything. I'm here for people to show me love and support, and I'm here to succeed. And I'm going to continue to succeed right in front of you. So that way that you feel that you're trying to project, I mean, man, that must suck, bro. Show me. Like I said, when you got people like that and, they want to pretend, that's all it is. It's pretending. You understand? So, like I said, it's with those type of folks, they're repetitive. It's the same thing every day over and over. Who operates like that, bro? That's bad enough for you already. Like that's a bad way to be. That cannot be good for you, man. So, I mean, I feel sorry for you. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, no, me, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Everything is going my way. And like I said, that's the thing when I speak, these people, they never want to say anything positive or real, and they want to take my words and change them, and they want to act like things are literal. Like, I mean, that's fine. Do what you do. My next check's over 170 bucks. I'm doing my job. Like I said, all of you aren't doing nothing. You're just sitting there. Like I said, what I said today was the truth. I was getting on everybody and letting you know what it is for real in reality. What do you mean? I stand on what I said. What? See, these folks, we just know how they operate. It's a waste of my time. There's no back and forth. Like I said, nah, you spoke, you didn't make sense. I addressed it, right? And that's it. And we move forward. You understand? It's all a waste of my time, brother. What's gonna help me is being positive and building a conducive environment that's filled with love and positivity and people who actually support me. If you don't support me, we have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? So what it is that Groovy Jimmy just showed his cards and exposed himself. So there you go again. These people don't get. Listen, Batman is the world's greatest detective. You can act anyway, do what you want, right? What you're doing is wrong, and you know it's wrong, and you know the degree and level of what you're doing and how wrong it is. God sees all, man. So this is why y'all can't complain. You can't complain when God keeps on serving y'all your karma on a silver platter. You can't complain when you don't want to look in the mirror. You can't complain because nothing's going your way. You can't twist my words and change reality. No, I did not do any of those things that you said. No, you do not dictate my reality. So again, what do you mean? 170 bucks is a lot of money, hum. Y'all better catch up. Y'all ain't making no bread though. And like I said, I have so much equity. I got more equity than Warren Buffett, the illusion, will ever have. I'm way richer than Warren Buffett right now. So, like I said, for people who can't even talk to me as an adult and talk to me in reality as who I am, and that's on some internet stuff only, that's corny. Like I said, that's why I do conversations face to face with whoever. Y'all ain't trying to conversate with me face to face because you know that you're trying to play a game. I don't play that game. I don't play games at all. See what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Like I said, those are just people. They want me to feel how they feel because they're in desperation. They cannot deal with my success. So I got you pressed and triggered in my success. And notice how I'm in full control of you now, right? Literally, like I got you like a puppet. I'm the puppeteer, the puppet master. Do what I say, puppet, right? Oh, I got all you puppets mad and all you puppets, right? You say things that don't make sense. That's fine. Why would that upset me? I don't compete with illusions. I don't have people move my goalposts for me, and I for sure don't care about people saying delusion. 170 bucks is more money than any of those folks make or have, and none of them get money on here. So what are you talking about? Easy. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl, right? Easy. It's so easy to respond to y'all. It's unbelievable. Like you're trying to overcomplicate things. Like, no, when y'all talk, you really are just not making sense. That's fine. I don't need to be in an environment like that at all, bro. I'm in my right mind. So again, all I'm going to say is I'm successful, happy, I'm free. My life is beautiful, and I don't have time for people like that. Simple as that. So again, I will not be exposed to that again at any point ever. That I can assure you. And that's it. Like I said, people cannot follow me around the internet. So like I said, this has been going on for 2 decades. Okay, like I said, everybody has had ample opportunity and chance to stop this, to put their foot down and say enough is enough, to hold these people accountable. They all can be arrested at any given second and minute for what they've done. It's the most serious crimes you could commit, especially online. Nothing has been done. Nobody's taken any action. Like I said, everything I said today, I stand on. It's all a fact. So You know, it just is what it is. It just shows me what it is. I mean, like I said, people like that, I don't want to be around people like that. I don't know if y'all do, but I for sure don't. I ain't trying to be around nobody like that. You know what I mean? That's why, like I said, nah, the company that you keep, it really matters. So all them people was fake. The whole thing was fake, and they're having inner turmoil and conflict amongst each other. Hey, listen, brother, I already know what it is, man. So you just got to understand, I'm only there to document my evidence. I'm only there to see to it that the red triangles are brought to justice in the courtroom the right way. And that's it. And like I said, I mean, just, make sure that you keep that same energy in the courtroom because I know you're not going to. You understand? That's the thing. See, these people, they're pretending, but when you talk to them in reality, they're super soft, docile, and it's just weak. I mean, you can tell because of the way that they talk and act. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you sending 8 million accounts? Just talk as one person. You feel some type of way, you should say it yourself. And in reality, what's this internet stuff? I don't talk on the internet to nobody. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, let them keep doing them. We gonna keep on winning, right? We gonna keep on being successful. And we gonna keep on showing them how it's done, brother. Like I said, $170. That's more money than all these folks ever seen. You know how many checks I've made on here? What are you talking to me about money for in my checks? What? See, that's a no-no. That's a violation right there. You don't talk about anything concerning me. So see what I'm saying? People want to get online and you tell them what it is. Hey, listen, this is my boundaries. This is what it is. And people want to act like they can just keep on not respecting that. No, that's literally illegal. No, you go to prison for that. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, people don't have a choice but to get real. They got to get real and get a grip now because, like I said, these federal charges are right around the corner. This case is being built. You understand? So, I mean, the other dude, he's a complete narcissist. I own him. I mean, he's just a pretender. So he can run his mouth all he want, but like when you have your name in these circles and doing everything y'all doing, and like I said, you're being selfish, you're being weird about everything, like you're real close, right, to being a part of this federal indictment because you're around it all. So, I mean, hey, make better choices, brother. Let's get real. Y'all ain't building no nothing. You haven't built a boxing league. You're not boxers. Everything I said on this channel and on my platform that's an actual platform, they don't have one. I stand on it is true. You're not real Crips. They're all fake over there and they're all trolls. Yeah, I was never fooled. That's Batman for you. I don't trust none of you. Okay? I don't trust really anyone. I'm really smart and really clever about how I move. So you have to understand, you, right, are looking for some kind of response. You're never going to get it. No, you're never going to get it. Said you're never going to get it. Not this time. No, you're never going to get it. Never gonna get it. See, two totally different worlds and realms. Remember, I operate in both. You have to operate on the internet, then I have to go out in the streets in reality. Two totally different things. The two realms, they never mix. My show today was talking about reality, right? I mean, what is some of the, how I feel, right? And whatever, like, sure, I'm sure some of it comes from what I go through online, of course. But I mean, well, who cares? Like I said, you're reaching, you're in desperation. You're in desperation because of who? Because of the Batman. Same thing he said in the movie. He said you've gotten to them to the point of desperation. I already won. All you showing me is that I won. You're not showing me anything further because you don't have the power to because you're powerless. See what I'm saying? But again, I'm successful, happy, and free. Freedom is all that matters, people. I'll always have mine, and you can't affect that. Please try your hardest. I promise you. My freedom, my life, me and my beautiful relationship, Christina, everything is not in your hands, and you know it. So at the end of the day, it's like I love it because they're just, running back and forth into the same concepts and same things, and nothing is ever going to move for them, ever. And God got me. Yeah. And like I said, why would the devil be that focused on me and what I'm doing? Because they know I have gifts and they know I got blessings coming. The reading already came out. I put divine confirmation on the community wall. It already said, like I told you, with divine timing. As soon as I got done with my show, I looked at it, put it out. What does it say? This is me predicting the future for y'all. It said, There's a huge opportunity coming your way. This changes everything. I'm about to be offered an opportunity, people. It may be with the CIA. I don't know. It's going to be with somebody, though, and somebody's going to put some bread up and some money up and start actually financing me like I asked, proving that my show was perfect, that every mood I made was perfect. Why are you talking about how much money I make on here if I make plenty of dough on here? I've made plenty of checks. I'm doing great. So what do you mean? I probably make more money than any business. So what are you talking about? See, again, you're trying to take scenarios and change them. That's not possible. And you don't want to do that because, well, it's illegal. That's slander. See, you need to learn legalese and how to speak, because if you don't, it's going to be used against you in a court of law. See, we're not over here playing. We're over here serious business. So, like I said, I already told you what it is. See, you're trying to act like people speak from frustration or angry. You do that. We speak from sensibility, from principalities. We speak from intelligence and knowledge. See, these people are funny. Nah, I know when to say whatever. I know when to turn up. I know what I can do and what I can't do. I know how to move. And you should learn. You might learn something if you listen and pay attention. Y'all could never come close to me, Wody. What do you mean? I'm getting all the money on this network. It's already monopolized. I'm sorry, but what? You want to talk about money? $170 is a lot of money right now. Don't none of y'all make that. None of you. I don't care what you're talking about, bro. Like what? Yes, in a month. Yeah, that's good. That's not bad. Why are you trying to count my pockets though? That's the better question, right? What do you mean? Every single month I've made more than that. Every single month I make money. I make my own money and I make money here. So again, what are you talking about? You don't know what I've got in my pocket at any time. Don't count my pockets. Easy solution. See the point? See, you want to be immature about things and you want to always talk from a perspective that doesn't exist, where somehow in some delusionville I'm not winning, but I am winning. See, it doesn't work like that. I don't even let you approach me. You can't say one word to me. There's nothing you all can tell me. So, like I said, I feel no way about anything because all you're telling me is I'm weak, and I feel super pressed and triggered at your success. I wish I could be you, Tyree, and I'm very upset that you continue to win and you've got your freedom and you figured me out completely and you know my entire game. I know every trick you little one-trick ponies have. Please try harder. I'm going to continue to encourage you. You're going to continue to build and gain me more leverage. I have complete mind control over you. You don't get it. I'm in the zone. I own you. All of you. See the point? No, when you do what you're doing, you think that I didn't kind of expect that? You think I can't tell the first hint? The first time they move in orders and waves, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's somebody's instability and they brought it to the internet. Yeah, bro. Like, what is the point of that, man? Nobody's going to put up with that, bro. No, I don't have to put up with nothing. So again, have you stated anything though? No. Bunch of blanket statements, delusion, things that don't exist. $170 is more money than any of these folks have to their name right now. Already proven. Next. Next customer, coach. See what I'm saying? These people are funny, man. You got to stop talking down on the things you want. You tried to talk down on a Porsche that cost me $25,000. You need to really get out of here with that mess. That's ridiculous. You need to seriously get real with yourself, man. See, no, nobody respects that, bro. You understand? Like I said, quit hating and just show some love, baby. Feel me? Just show some love, man. Just learn how to actually like get a bank account, learn how to get a JOB, son, and learn how to donate. Your job is to donate me money. If 170 is not, if you said that's it, how come y'all ain't donated over $170? Exactly. Put your money where your mouth is. All right, sister? Right. So what it is. And whoever that was, some fake lady account or whatever, whoever that individual was, hey, guess what? Guaranteed prison time. Anything else? Anyone else want to jump out the box? Is there no one else? Anyone who talks my direction, if what you're saying is vile and not positive, and you're part of the red triangles and you're caught in the act, hey, good luck. That's prison time. Guaranteed. No, this is a very serious situation. It's a very serious matter. All right. And again, you're not going to talk to me like that. And you're not going to treat me anyway. So again, I'm a grown man, right? And I'm handling things correctly and being sensible where nobody else is because all of you are corrupt and all of you are jealous. The same way that these corrupt ones who targeted me and these people used them to target me were sitting there talking behind my back. And I checked them to their face about it. And they did nothing about it. See, you have backed down every single time. You all are straight cowards, every single one of you, and I'm calling you out. So what's good? No, you have to understand. There's nobody else who people are trying to talk to that way. There's nobody else who I can't go to the internet and go where I want and be free and not have people following me around. This lawsuit is going to be the easiest win lawsuit ever in the world. They're going to pay me like over 80 million. Watch. They're going to have to give me the biggest settlement imaginable because there's a few individuals, right, who just cannot stop and cannot contain themselves. The more that you continue to stay pressed and triggered, right, that's conducive to me. Keep it up. I want you to feel that way. It sucks for you. I mean, you're miserable, you're unhappy, right? It's clearly affecting you. I mean, that's not good for you. That's not good to be that upset because I'm living my life and I'm happy. I don't even know you. Feel me? I shouldn't be that important to you. That's not normal. See? So like I said, I mean, we're talking every single crime in the book they're all committing. See, these folks really thought it was okay. So how do y'all get off? Who do you people think you are? Like I said, these are people, all these people are supposed to have jobs. These are supposed to be the people who are supposed to protect us in society, but yet they've targeted me since I was a little kid. They've been targeting me this entire time in front of your face. They broke the law every which way but sundown, but you got the audacity to ask me for $800, but you want to say I'm not making money when you're who positioned everything and gave me fake tickets? I'm sorry, but what? But I'm supposed to not talk and say how I feel? Did you ever think maybe that's why I just continue to laugh at y'all and do nothing for you? I'm not doing nothing for you. None of y'all. You gets nothing. You're not getting a dime of my money. See, like I said, keep running your mouth. I'm not giving nobody a dime for lying on my name. No, sorry, I'm not doing that. No, y'all can go ahead and reinstate all my stuff and get me right because you lied about everything and I proved it. I proved it on camera. YouTube has the video. Have them come off of it. See, I can't do everybody's job for them. A bunch of people tried to lie. All y'all kept lying on my name, right? And you were trying to sabotage everything. And you wanted, obviously, you wanted my life to not be beautiful and for me to be affected. And instead, it's all backfired. God has made me stronger. You will not receive one red penny from me ever. I want you to hear that. Ever. I'm not giving you nothing. You understand? No. What's going to happen is that through the courtroom, you're going to have to do the right thing. And the only way I am through any of that is because, oh, we have the money, like Christina and I have the money. And either way, I'm taking it to court where you're going to have to pay me that money back because what you did is illegal. You lied. They lied about everything. Every ticket they lied about, right? They didn't tow a car. That was illegal. They have to by law, right? Then they took my Porsche for a joyride. That's illegal. I'm not forgetting nothing. And there shouldn't be no statute on a case like this. So, like I said, please continue to stack the evidence, right? You're not doing anything. Nobody's targeting me. What are you talking about? No, we're way past that, brother. Ain't nobody targeting me. People are running from me. See, this is the problem with these delusional narcs. They want to hide behind the internet and say these things. Oh, and I have it documented too. You typing that nonsense, saying that you control everything around me and you'll never let me win. What is there to win? There's no competition here. You can type whatever. All you're doing is creating prison time. That's federal charges. They said we control everything around you. You don't control anything around me. That's why I'm right here, free and good and happy, and speaking the way I want and telling you off. Next, try harder. So is there anything else that you want to type and say that we know is not true and doesn't exist? See, they type like that because they're trying to play a mental mind game. You can't do that with a mental giant, especially when you're a mental midget. You're trying to play a game because what you want is someone to lose it, right, and go ballistic like any normal human being would. And you're expecting someone to have this like ungodly, limitless patience that nobody has to have and nobody's gonna have. You understand? Don't be talking to me online. It's just that simple. So, like I said, all means of communication will be shut down. And like I said, you will never gain leverage for court, ever. And the fact that you keep trying just shows how maniacal and insane you are. Every single individual who continues to exhibit that behavior, that's Arkham Asylum stuff, bro. They're going to do a mental eval. That's straight to the psych ward. And the prison time on top of it. Yeah. So I own you. You can continue to do it to yourself, just like all of you did, just like Marty did, just like Steve's did, right? Just like all of them did. Isn't that the truth? Why don't we say the truth? Isn't that the truth? Sorry, but what? Just like all of them did. All of them did it to themselves. Correct? Just like Jamie Rose did it to herself. Yeah, none of these people are doing well. These people have serious, serious issues. They're extremely disturbed and they're doing horrible and they're all broke and poor. And they're struggling. We're in the middle of the Great Depression, brother. You need to get real with yourself. I'm making more money than all y'all combined. You understand? No, like I said, they just take forever to give me my check. I need donations. I need people to donate 100%. Is that asking or anything else? No, that's telling you need to do your job. You need to get a job and you need to pay me for my career. This is a business. I've never asked nobody for anything, and I'm not going to repeat myself again. So now that the facts are established, well, what's up? See, you can do that all day and repeat the same thing, but it ain't getting you nowhere. That's why you funny and everybody laughs. Okay? So like I said, I'm successful, happy, I'm me, I'm blessed, I'm too blessed to be stressed, and God loves me. I would much rather be me than any of you. You feel me? I'm not these other folks. I'm not Rat Smith, right? Look, she did it to herself, right? Oh, and all that's going to be brought up in the lawsuit. That's a federal indictment because I believe 100% that you had everything to do, right, with that other one with Tiffany Chrisman and what happened to her. I think you knew the guy. And Steve's was kind of figuring it out. So how do we know that you didn't have something to do with Steve's too? What happened? Were you trying to silence him? His last lives were about the buns dot and about tone space. See, this is an entire plot. You people don't even understand what's going on. These people have made the news. Okay. These people, you can see what's going on here. All you got to do is put the puzzle together, but it's okay. Allow Batman to put the puzzle together in front of your eyes for you. These are serious crimes, just like what the Penguin did to his fake wife, Tia. Why are these people getting away with the most serious crime you can commit against any human being? I need that explained to me. Tiffany Chrisman did it to herself. She was one of the ringleaders of all of this stuff. She was a horrible person and she was a gang stalker. So is Lamar Wills. And everybody knows what else you are, buddy. So what are you talking about? Like I said, why is Jared Chase on the Penguin not in prison serving a life sentence for what he did to his wife, Tia? This is public airwaves. I say your name, people hear it. They know who you are, brother. People may not know who you are because you're nobody and you have no identity. But when you're stalking me in front of the whole world, Jared Chason and Ryan Chason, the weird brother, the weak brother at that, when you're doing that, that's a really bad decision for you, brother. See, I'm not mad about anything. If I see you, I'll smile and laugh because I own you. See, I have your freedom in the palm of my hands, and I'm doing well and you're doing horrible. I'm not in a competition with you. I don't want you to do horrible. I want you to do better for yourself, buddy. See, all that stuff that you feel, that's you. See my point? I never had anything against anyone. I told you that. See, they want to talk for me and not acknowledge my words and pretend they can make me feel something. Nah, I speak for me. I wish all y'all the best, man. Like I said, I already forgave y'all. Anything else? Remember, folks, always be a role model and always be the bigger person. I'm gonna make sure I win with kindness. And that's how you win. You gotta choose love. See, God works on me. God actually made me the best person ever. I was already the best person ever, man. I was a saint. I've never wronged nobody ever. All I do is help people. Like I said, I'm not going to be treated anyway, but with respect and love. Like I said, Christina and I are great. These folks continue to bring up my girlfriend when they know nothing about her and say these lies and delusion. You're upset because I have someone who really loves me. You're upset because you just want to find any way because you don't want me to be well off in my future. That's fine. God is going to have me well off with millions of dollars, well taken care of, and that's your karma. And there's nothing you can do about it. Better get busy. Better get to work. I'm going to tell you straight up right now, typing and putting your hands on a keyboard, Wico, and all that phone stuff ain't going to get you nowhere. Yeah, I'm going to tell you straight up the truth. The only way that you're going to ever accomplish any result is getting off that keyboard. But you're a coward, so you can't do that, right? All of you are terrified of me. That's the reality. When I have no issue and no problem, I'm just sitting here living my beautiful life. See, all I have to do is exist, and these people are already mad. I've already made you mad. I already existed, and I continue to. I'm the immortal vampire. See, my job is to keep my cool. My job is to be like James Bond and be completely emotionless and detached. You all couldn't do it. You don't have the strength to walk my walk. All those folks are my fans. Yeah, don't be upset because I'm doing one arm pull ups and you can't. I'm not about money. I'm about strength. I've been like that my entire life. Strength will make money. My strength, I make this money. I've barely started this business. If I'm making 170 bucks in a month already, that's amazing. You're not counting all the donations that I've gotten this entire time. You're not counting all the other checks. See, no, I made thousands of dollars on here already, Wody. See, what are you talking about? You're not making any sense. Pretty soon, I'm gonna get to a level right around the corner where I'm making 50,000 a year, 100,000 a year, doing what I do right here. Right around the corner. I'm not far from that. So, what do you mean? See, you don't want to be realistic about what you're saying. Every time that you're opening your mouth, you're trying to talk in some immature way, but nobody talks like that in front of me. You got to be real with yourself, man. So, like I said, don't say things that don't make sense. We don't play like that. You understand? And we don't need to respond to things that don't make sense. I'm just sick of hearing it. Feel me? So yeah, like I said, we don't waste our time with any energy like that that just is jealous and going to hate to hate. What's the point of that? Where's that going to get you though? See, this is why it's no surprise. It was no surprise that Tiffany Chrisman got her karma. It was no surprise that Lamar Wills has gotten his karma every day. It's no surprise that Jared Chason and Ryan Chason got their karma every single day. It's no surprise that all those people have beach lawn chair weddings and have nothing going for them and they're all miserable. See, it's no surprise that Cat Smith can't get a job, can't make any money, and looks the way she looks like an actual witch. It's no surprise that Siobhan Crow is going to prison and already, out of shape and can't even get out of bed in the morning, according to your own words. It's no surprise why Erica Frost, is pale as hell and literally like can't even afford a Starburst. Mooching, miserable, smoking a vape all day, worried about Tyree Sneed stalking on the internet, knowing that you're facing federal charges. Why would you do that to yourself if you had something going for you? I can prove in 5 seconds flat that these folks don't have $170 to their name. So what do you mean? You can't tell me I've done things I haven't. I never asked for nothing. I have no problem asking the public. That's what I need to do. This is a business. You're not going to lie on my name. No, you're not. None of you are going to get away with that. You understand? So when you lie on my name, I'm going to correct you. And I don't need to because you don't have a voice, right? It's no surprise why Ashes couldn't even keep a truck that didn't belong to her and wanted a vehicle so bad, like a vehicle means anything, and had no faith in herself and wasn't even comfortable just being a girl and a woman, can't even be comfortable in your own skin. It's no surprise that you did what, like an 8-year bid or whatever, 8 months, 8 year, whatever, it doesn't matter. Nobody cared. Nobody cares now, right? You were in prison. I mean, all you're going to do is go back to prison if you haven't already. I mean, that sucks, man. When that's all you do, that's really empty, bro. That sucks for you. You want to feel sorry for people like this, but you can't because of their attitude. So, I mean, what do you mean? Like I said, Marty did it to himself with all that illegal stuff that he was doing and behind closed doors and the relationships that he had, whatever they were, these fake relationships with hate bonding with people like Jamie Rose, correct? So, like I said, these folks, they never stop. They just keep on doing this stalking and it's in front of everyone, and that's illegal. I don't have to go to anyone. All the legal names were already turned in a long time ago. Nobody did anything. These people don't do nothing. So, like I said, that's literally illegal. That's a lawsuit. And that's why there's several lawsuits being filed. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm in the perfect position. I'm glad that all you folks haven't done nothing. I'm glad that you're lazy. I really am. I'm taking full advantage of it because I'm going to get a really, really huge settlement. Okay, on top of my inheritance they stole that they got to give me back, which is tons of money. And then Christina negotiated already $6.8 million guaranteed. Okay. The reason that you don't want to donate to me right now to just help me basic needs and get by is because you know that I'm about to be filthy rich. That is reality. Nothing of which you stated made any coherent sense, nor does it exist. You understand? I own you. You understand? Now continue to further my success and continue to do it to yourself. Okay? Because if you haven't realized by now that God got me, no matter what, I give up. That's all that matters. I'm not trying to win anything. I'm not trying to hold anything together. I'm a human being. I'm going to let it all out. You make me feel some way, I'm going to say how I feel. I can do what I want. You understand? Let me ask you something. Why do you get online and then go out your way to antagonize and provoke normal, innocent people who are minding their business and we're living our lives? And then why do you try to make false calls and then act like you want to get those people in trouble? That's not a sucker move. That's the most cowardly thing I've ever heard of. But that's what these people do, and that's who they are. You have no game. It's pathetic. So again, what do you mean? I laugh at you, bro. Folks like that, I laugh at, bro. And on that note, I'm gonna laugh at you some more, and I'm gonna enjoy myself, bro. At peace. Easy. Stay mad.